Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for this edition of YBMcast, powered by Game 7 Baseball, Game7Baseball.com. Register your team, get set up for all the tournaments you need for spring and summer, from Tennessee to Kentucky to Illinois to Missouri. Great stuff going on there. Check out what Dave and Dave have got working for you. Going to be some fun, culminating with the World Series right here in the old St. Louis area. We'll be there. It'll be a lot of fun. Game7Baseball.com. Today we have our player spotlight. We have Tyler Holman.
Yep.
Liberty
Thank you for having me. Yep.
High School.
Yep.
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't get that one out for you. No, you're welcome. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
We hadn't met before.
Nope.
And But I always love talking baseball with players, high school players. It's a lot of fun getting to know you guys. We get out, and it gives the folks a chance to get to know you.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Youth baseball. That's where we like to start, though. Well, it's all youth baseball. I mean, I know you're older and whatnot, but it's still, to me, it's all. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Youth baseball. Your experience, though, when you first started playing. When did you start playing?
I would probably say like kindergarten.
Kindergarten?
Around there. T-ball. I always tried to play, like, my parents pushed me to play like multiple sports. So I think I played soccer, basketball, baseball. Played soccer up to like probably 5th grade. Mm-hmm. Then basketball I played up to freshman year, and then went full baseball. But Dad's always coached me up until about 14U.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
It was hard at sometimes because, the dad's always a little, harder on their kid, but
yeah,
it paid off,
I think there's different experiences for everybody, and like that. As dad, I do think, we are a little harder because I think I was too.
Yeah. Just want like the best for you.
Always.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't seem like that though, does it?
Yeah, at the time, no, but now that I look back, I kind of realize that, yeah.
Where were you guys in a club or just?
Oh, just me. He coached me and my brother. It was just the St. Louis Pirates. It's not the club.
The club Pirates, but just St. Louis Pirates.
Yeah, just that. Yeah, and then 14U went over to Jaworski's team, and then played there ever since.
Very good.
Yeah.
Did you guys travel a lot?
When I was little?
Yeah, when you were little, did you hang or
maybe
did you hang around
one or two.
Yeah.
Like Illinois or like Indiana or something.
That's
but not very far, yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yep.
That's what the point of it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, I think that's the biggest thing, from we talk about this a lot now, and you always go back and look at things.
Right. But,
at 7, 8, 9, 10, you're more worried about, am I going to get a snow cone or some ice cream
right,
after the ball game, right?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people just, I don't know. There's some dads that are like, we want to win, but like at the same time, it doesn't really matter when you're little. You're just trying to learn how to have fun with the game. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Well, I think the kids, and I think, going back and watching stuff and whatnot, when you're playing the game, you want to win.
Right, yeah.
But as soon as it's over, you're trying to find mom to get some cash for the concession stand,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, a little hot dog or something.
That's
cheeseburger.
I mean,
yeah.
That's honest, I think, you know. And that's okay. Winning and all those things, I think that stuff comes.
Yeah. I think it's good to like teach, that winning's like, I don't know. You want to have the competitive edge, but like I think some parents take it a little too far. True.
We talk a lot about development, and I think if you develop correctly, I think the winning part of it takes care of itself.
Yeah, right, exactly. Right? Yeah.
Because you learn how to compete, you learn how to play the game the right way.
Right.
Fundamentally.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are things that, all of a sudden, if I'm doing the right things, if I learn how to do the right things, I get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there ain't no guarantees in sport.
Nope.
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Especially in baseball.
Right?
Fail a lot. A ton.
And any given day, it depends on who's on the mound.
Right. Yep. And, could be off. If you're at the plate, you fail 7 out of 10 times, you're doing great. So
you can go over pretty quick, can't you?
Yeah. Right.
That's the tough thing, and I think this is I think that's the interesting thing about baseball. Personally, right. Yeah. I that's why I enjoy the sport so much. Yeah. I think it's one of the more challenging sports.
Yeah, I think it also teaches you a lot about like life too.
Yeah.
But how to just like if you're failing, you have to like get back up and keep trying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you still play with? Are there still any of the guys you played with on that youth team that you still play with or you see and whatnot?
A big one was Chase Lassiter.
Really?
I played with him for a long time. Yeah.
I dig Chase, man.
Yeah, cool guy.
He's a dude.
Yeah, he's always been like really mature for his age. He had like a mustache in like 4th grade or something. Big boy.
Yeah. We had Chase on the show last year. Yeah, that was fun. I enjoy talking with Chase. Yeah. He's fun.
Yeah, but besides for that, it's just just a lot of athletes. Some football kids, some basketball kids.
So they've done other sports,
just like
and stuff?
athletic kids.
Yeah. What made you decide to stop playing basketball as a freshman?
I think I started to realize like that going to college for baseball was, like right around the corner. So like I kind of just put all my time and effort into like ace and elite. So I just think that was the biggest thing because I don't think I think if I kept playing basketball, like I don't know if I'd be going to where I'm going. So, I don't know.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's a great. I think, how did who helped you in those decisions? What was that like? Because there's a lot of guys that we talk about this a lot, playing multiple sports, and I think it's fantastic. You're in a bigger school though, too.
Yeah.
And I think it doesn't, I guess, I don't want to say matter as much, but it doesn't affect the other teams as much as it maybe would a smaller school, right?
Right, yeah. So I would say like Adam Jansen at Ace, I've always thrown pretty hard for my age, and I think, he knew that too, so I think he wanted me to gain some weight, and I think basketball with cardio, it's kind of hard to do, so that was kind of like the main thing, and after I did that, like I kind of missed it, but like I don't know, I've always like liked baseball the most, so.
There you go. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes, you make decisions and you got to live with them, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And like I said, I don't think, that's the part of maturing is making those decisions, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
think that's where it is. We're going to, we got a big high school season coming up, and we'll get to that here in just a second, but as you transition in 14U and whatnot, and you go into high school and you've been playing, those younger ages all that time, what's the biggest difference you found in summer baseball and high school baseball?
Yeah, I would say summer baseball is probably a little bit more like competitive, as far as like kids trying to get recruited. In high school baseball, I feel like it's just, having fun with your friends, trying to win some games, Like, that's how I look at it. Like, I'm just having fun in high school. And then summer is, like, kind of like everybody's – I don't want to say selfish, but, like, everybody's trying to, move on to college.
They're showcasing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're just trying to do their best and, So I feel like that's how it is.
I asked this question – pretty much of everybody, because it's interesting. I like to see what answer, but that's the consensus. I think everybody knows what it is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're playing in the summer. You're putting yourself in these places to get seen by coaches.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like if somebody if you do bad a day, like in the summer, like especially POing, it's like a big deal. Like in high school, like you may like do bad on the mound and then, you can go hit the next day and, But like in the summer, yeah, I don't know.
You miss a day.
Yeah, especially in like Lake Point in there, like where there's a ton of coaches and stuff. You pitch bad, it's not fun.
You walk,
yeah.
and that's some pressure, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
I know it was interesting because I was talking to a gentleman, a coach, high school coach, and we were talking about a particular player that he got recruited, committed, Power 5 school, SEC, but that happened for him going to Lake Point.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, that was his first thing, though. He said he had a really good
like
good
if
3
you do
days.
really good,
yeah,
it's really good, but, you can also do bad, and it can be bad. So it's kind of just,
being ready,
They put you in the position, and, like, it's kind of,
And that's kind of how that is. As we're talking about, high school baseball, we're talking about these types of things. When you're talking about going out and performing, do you have a preference? Do you enjoy the high school scene more than the other?
I think high school's more fun just because it's like your buddies from school.
Yeah.
Summers, I'm good friends with them, but like I'm around the school guys like every day, so it's like I don't know, going to school, wearing the jerseys and stuff like that. It's just I think it's more fun.
When you're out, when the summertime though, do you think that pushes you to develop relationships more than maybe you would have in the past?
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause like you can pretty much talk to college coaches at Lake Point in there, and build connections with people. I was supposed to go to future games, but I got hurt, but I think that would have been good for like building connections with people, and as like if you're trying to get recruited, that's pretty big. So, yeah,
it's a biggie. Talk to us about the injury a little bit. And
So after during my sophomore summer, I was pitching at Lindenwood, and I felt like a pop in my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the doctor, tore my UCL, had surgery. I was like, I thought I was like, not gonna do good after it, and luckily I actually gained velo from it. I went to ACE for recovery or for like rehab, and Elite for workout, and I can't thank like Adam Jansen and Elite enough for helping me get back to where I was. But yeah,
because you missed your junior year, right?
Yeah.
So because I wondered, because I knew
me and Seth both.
That's right.
Yeah. I had it like probably a couple months before him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's tough, dude. That's tough.
Some people say we could have won districts and made it a little further than that, but.
Well, let's talk about your high school squad here a little bit. I think I've had conversations with Coach Reeder. I really enjoy talking with him. Mm-hmm. He's now I think this is his third season.
Year.
Yeah,
he came in my sophomore year.
Yeah, so he's starting to get the program culture is starting to build, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us a little bit about that and what you see there with Coach.
I really like Coach Reeder. He's really good at letting he kind of like lets me just do my own thing when I'm like pitching. Doesn't really critique it that much, but when it's game time, he wants to win. So he's really good at like we all do like team bonding, like games and stuff. He's really good at like making sure the team like clicks together, and I think that's really important for having a successful season.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
You guys have some dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You and Snurbush.
Yeah.
1-2 punch there.
Yeah.
Who's behind you guys?
Me, Snurbush. Alex Jung was he pitched a very good game against Troy, I believe, to win the first round of districts last year. And then we have just a lot of guys out of the pen that, can throw strikes. So Snurbush has been working pretty hard at Ace and Elite, I've seen. So hopefully we can, win some games.
Well, offensively, I think you got some guys coming back. I haven't seen a lot of it. I saw from last year. You have some, you lost some. I like Jay Greer.
Yeah.
First time I saw him was at the bat demo, and
he can hit.
The sound off his bat is for real.
Yeah. I played with Jake for a long time too, so he'll probably be like our main guy. We got Cohen Waldron. He's like a good leadoff guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hits for average, pretty fast, and he can track a lot of balls down in the outfield. Bryce Haynes Jr. He hit pretty good. I don't know the numbers, but he was like our 2-hole, I think. We lost kind of a lot of seniors, like as far as like hitting and stuff. We lost Peyton Braille, Dominic Norman, but Drew Smith.
Now Peyton was your catcher, right?
Yeah.
So
Jake.
So Jake.
Yeah.
So
him and Jake and Peyton's. I think Peyton caught a little bit more than Jake. Jake DH'd a little bit more.
Okay.
So this year it will pretty much be Jake.
So he's your catcher.
Yeah.
So he's got experience. He knows. He's caught you before, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, because that makes a big impact on, especially when you got big arms, you got to be able to trust that guy behind the plate, right?
I probably pitched to Jake for probably 3 years, and like when I was little, so I'm pretty comfortable pitching to him.
So he can handle the gas. Right?
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Hey, listen, I've umpired at high school level before, and I've been behind catchers that can't handle the pitcher that's on the mound.
Yeah. Getting
It's
hit
a little
stuff.
scary.
Yeah. Ball in the dirt or something.
Gets a little scary.
Yeah.
And that's no knock on the kid. It just, that's a different level, right?
Yeah.
It happens. You guys in the Central, Zumwalt South, East is going to be there. Holt, I think there's no cakewalk in the Central this year, is there?
Nope. Yeah, I would say as far as pitching, like pretty much top to bottom, like, you know, you got a variety of stuff. You got speed, some fast dudes in there. Like East, there's some fast guys. Guys who can hit for power, average. So I think like pitching to that will be a pretty difficult task.
Yeah.
And also on the hitting side, like there's a lot of pitching. So
exactly. I mean, South's lineup, they got guys back that's going to be tough. I mean, that's they got depth in that lineup. East has depth in their lineup. Holt maybe not as much.
Yeah.
But they're still going to be tough to.
They're just like they're like scrappy, like hardball. Like they'll do anything to win.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they are.
And so, you know, being out there on the mound, you don't get a lot of guys. You know, sometimes you can go, there's the bottom of that lineup. I can get through.
Right.
But you know, the deeper it gets, the tougher it gets. And then you guys are Class 6.
Yeah.
So then you get to go to the District of Death.
Yeah.
Right?
Hal West. It's crazy.
That's some matchups. But I will say, I like what you guys have. I think it'll be interesting to see how it all comes together. I'm looking forward to it because the 1 year I did, I had you guys, I thought, oh, man, Liberty's going to be, who's going to beat these guys? And it was like you guys kind of.
Right, yeah. I think that was my sophomore year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But, you know.
First year, new coach. Like
it was. Yeah. But I think you guys have settled in, found yourselves.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yep, for sure.
I like it. What do you, as a senior leader, you're going leadership-wise, what role do you take in that?
I've never been like the kind of like loud, like, big leader guy, but, I just think, not showing emotions, like especially negative emotions, like would affect the team. So as far as that goes, just, keep my emotions good. And, if we're up, try to keep them up in the dugout. If we're down, try to get them up, go try to strike out the side or something, get them up. So, yeah.
You swinging the bat too?
Yeah, I am going to try this year, but we'll see how that goes.
I like it. He said I'm going to try.
But maybe play first base or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get a little. Well, you got the height for it, bro.
Yeah.
Big target. That's always good. I don't mind a big target.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Let's finish up here and talk about the recruiting process. And especially, I think it's interesting. You know, it gets tough after an injury, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's some question marks, right?
Yeah. So, sophomore year, this was like back when coaches could talk to you when you were a sophomore. So, I think I hit maybe 88 in a bullpen, and Adam Jansen sent out like some videos to some coaches getting some calls. And then that summer, just, you know, college coaches around watching games, calls with them. So not a ton, but earlier than some people. And then that summer, got hurt. Phone was pretty much dead silent over, you know, while I was rehabbing. And then started that summer, first tournament, I was like building up a pitch count the whole summer. And, you know, every weekend it was just more and more phone calls. So, yeah.
Where are you sitting right now?
Velo. This summer I was more like 87, 90. I hit 92 one time.
Okay.
But, yeah.
That's good. You still got some room, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Put on some weight.
Put on some weight. You know, I think it's interesting. You're there, and a lot of times I think some of the velocity, if you're doing the things and whatnot, you'll keep maturing as a young man, and it'll come. Yeah, it'll get there.
I think it's actually better to gain velo later, or like slowly over an amount of time, because I don't know, I kind of made some jumps and, you know, got hurt from it. So I don't know.
Just keep working.
Yeah.
Just keep, and you know, Ace, those guys do a good job over there.
Right.
Absolutely. Yep. Who are the people over time? You know, I know you talked about Adam, you know, your dad. Has there been other guys that you've looked to for guidance that helped you along this path?
Main one during surgery is Seth. Just, you know, I kind of helped him a little bit. He kind of helped me. And then my parents, you know, dad's always been like help me with like the sports, got on to me about the sports and stuff. And mom always, the schoolwork. Yeah, it's important. And then brother and sister, you know, spending their time at games and stuff. I can't thank them enough. So.
Hey, you gotta love that, because you gotta do the grades for mom, because she's driving you everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, I can't thank her enough, because, you know, I probably wouldn't be going to SLU without it. So
there you go.
Yeah,
I like that. What's your GPA, bro?
4.0.
Yeah. Did you take the? Evidently, Have you taken the big test?
SLU doesn't require it. So
really,
all the like private schools. That's what I found out when I was getting recruited. Like all the private schools don't really require. It's either or.
Either or.
Yeah. So with like a 4.0, it's just, you know, the max amount of money you can get or something.
So they just go.
Yeah.
I dig that. I actually think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, well, they got a 4.0, so they must be doing something right.
Yeah. And then, but like, if you have like a lower GPA, you can take ACT to go on it and then, you know, get money. So it's kind of either way it helps. So
very good.
Yeah.
Very good. That's awesome.
Yep.
Tyler, thanks, bud.
Yep, thanks.
Enjoyed the conversation.
Yep.
Tyler Holman, folks, Liberty High School. That is Wentzville, not the other side, right?
Yeah, people get that confused.
And good luck to you, young man.
Yep, thank you.
We'll be seeing you out at the ballpark. We got some ball games. If nothing else, we'll see you at the GAC Classic.
Yep.
Maybe we'll probably see you on the mound. I think it's a Tuesday.
Yep, probably. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being with us. If you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button. It's right there. If you haven't done it yet, hit the dinger next to it. Notification for all upcoming episodes. And we want to thank you for all your support. Everybody have a great day in the Lord. You got some advice for pitchers?
As far as just, you know.
Whatever. What would you say to a pitcher?
I would just say, like, mentally, like, you got to, like, stay positive in your head. Because, you know, if you get negative in your head, then you're going to start walking kids, you know. kids are gonna start hitting off you, and it's just gonna be downhill from there.
That's good advice right there.
Yeah.
All you hitters, I know you don't like this, don't know. Hit them where they ain't.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see y'all next time.